This is Charles Adler Tonight. Once again, here is Charles Adler.
Susie Panofsky has a son. He's 6. His name is Frankie, and he's autistic. Only recently, because of an incredible program that the Ontario government was subsidizing, was Frankie able to do a number of things for himself, like going to the bathroom and looking his mom in the eye and saying his first word, Mama. That program's being pulled because a political decision has been made to spend the money in other ways. Elections have consequences. And now, Susie and many others like her, 40,000 parents of autistic kids in Ontario. And of course, there are thousands all over Canada. And she's just wondering, she's just reaching out to our audience, asking, what do I do? This is Moore Falls calling in. Richard, thank you so much for joining us. Meet Susie Panofsky.
Hi, Susie. My name is Richard Bradley. Pleasure to speak to you. I'm a parent who's about 25 years, I guess, ahead of you. My son just turned 30 on March the 20th and was diagnosed. We didn't have a spectrum back then. We just had autism. And so I certainly understand the concept of kids needing what they need when they need it. I mean, not unlike healthcare, and certainly that a one-size-fits-all approach to any kind of care, whether it be health or autism or whatever, just doesn't fit. Just doesn't fit everyone. It'd be like taking, I'm a big guy, it'd be like trying to squeeze me into an extra small shirt when I need a 5XL. Or putting a 5XL on a very small person. So I'm with you 100%, and I certainly have an understanding, having lived it for 30 years.
What does she do with Frankie?
What should she do?
What can she do? She's trying to help her son.
What can she do is keep him, like when my son was her age, or Frankie's age, ABA did not exist. IBI did not exist. My son is one of those that, who knows, may have been able to drive a car, live on his own, have a family, but that's not going to happen for him, unfortunately. So what she needs to do is keep him in that therapy and get it funded appropriately, as determined by, I would say, experts, behavioral experts.
She can't afford it, Richard. That's why we're
I know
talking.
that. Well, that's where it comes in. The government needs to fund, just like they do healthcare and other services for people. I just had carpal tunnel surgery. I've lost a kidney to cancer. When I needed care, I got care. This needs to be government funded through both the province and the federal government and the National Autism Strategy, so that kids get as early as they can these kind of therapies that will hopefully turn them into all that they can be as early as they can be.
Richard, thank you very much for the call.